Ladies and gentlemen, step right up. Welcome to another episode of the Goonery. Got a awesome guest for you today. Goes by the name of JoJack. What's happening?
Hey, nothing much, just kind of living life. Happy to be here. Happy to get this opportunity. I want to thank my guy, the innkeeper, for hooking me up.
Yeah. Newest content creator to the Goonery. We're pumped to have you on board. Just figured today we'll just talk a little bit about what you have in mind for all that.
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
All right, so how do you know the innkeeper? How do you know Pat Kane, two fellow content creators on the Goonery?
Well, I've known Pat K my whole life. I've known him since I was a little kid. We went to elementary school through high school together, and of course, we did go to college together. Unfortunately, I dropped out, but he's still there. Then the innkeeper, I'd known him since high school. He's a good buddy of mine, and even before he started blogging for you, I was always reading whatever he wrote for like his blog that he had going on.
Right on. Dropped out of college, huh? What happened?
I don't know. I thought I wanted to do it, and I was my third semester into it, and I was just kind of thinking, I don't know if I wanted to keep doing this anymore. I don't know if I want to keep spending money to keep going here if I'm not into it. And right now, I'm just kind of working for my hometown, making some decent money. So I'm actually trying to get into like one of the local unions in Chicago and make even more money what I can make now.
Nice. Yeah, I wish I had went into a trade. You can make pretty good money doing that. Yeah, I just got off work today, so it's one of those fucking days. So bear with me. Alcohol hasn't really kicked in quite yet.
I feel
you. Right on. So yeah, I don't know. College right after school, it's kind of a weird concept to me at this point in my life. Like, I didn't know what the fuck I wanted to do. I still don't. I feel like a lot of people are in that boat. It's a lot of money.
Yeah, it's getting more expensive by the year. You're just like, fuck,
Well, and then you look at the top fucking earners in the world: Bezos, fucking Zuckerberg.
Gates, yeah.
None of them graduated from college. Gates, yeah. So I don't know. Might be a
I don't know,
hoax.
maybe you just need a dream and fucking dedication. I don't know.
Yeah, honestly. All right. Well, with that being said, we got some content ideas we're working on here.
Yeah,
What
you sent me a couple things. The hip hop competition, I like it. It's something I've never seen before, and the fact that it's set up virtually, I think it would be a big hit.
Yeah. So the hip hop tournament, virtual freestyle. Like, you always have a friend that's,
Spitting bars,
spitting fucking
just
just spitting hot fire.
yeah. There's a couple times you're at the lunch table, your kid's just like spitting fucking bars, like holy shit, dude, like.
Yeah, so it's basically going to be this format where you got 2x2 screen, probably a third box added. A little MC guy. Someone's got to referee the thing, otherwise the house might burn down. Yeah, let's find some people that think they have what it takes and want to get going.
If you think you got game, come on, try out.
Haven't found anyone yet that wants to sign up, though. It's so hard to get people to engage with, especially with a little following. That's been the biggest.
Yeah. I think we got to reach out to like some college campuses, see who's like.
Yeah.
I feel like that's where it might be most popular. College campuses.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I feel like people under the age of 23 is the demographic. I know back in the fucking day, I guess 2 years ago, Uh, I was out back. This is back before Juuls were a thing. I was still in a cigarette phase. Just smoking a cigarette, dude, off the streets of Chicago, bums one off, fucking spits hot fire. Um, I have these recordings. I think they're kind of good, but also I have no fucking idea. So if we can't get too many people, um, I might just play his recordings as like an eighth contestant and see what people think. But it was pretty funny. Gave him a nickname, Kingston Chris. It seems like a real coming up real hard in the streets of Chicago, and not much in the way of like what we would call privilege. But yeah, he was rapping, told me his story. Sounds super super legit, and I have no idea. So, but yeah, we got to find some people. I guess just post on like Reddit. I don't know how we would spread the word through college campuses. Do you have any idea on that?
Well, we can probably get a hold of Pat and Ben and be like, we can probably put up flyers or shit, like stick them underneath dorm
Yeah,
rooms. Like,
yeah,
that's how I got a lot of advertisements when I was at school. Like people would always stick things underneath my door, my dorm room or whatever.
yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
Um,
like Twitter, we can probably.
yeah. For one, I wanted to go the route of not killing trees with the Goonery. Um, haven't killed one yet, but yeah, I feel like advertising on posters or flyers or business cards, that sort of thing, all might be helpful. Word of mouth, I feel like there was so many people that were like, "Oh yeah, I got a guy," and then I was like, "All right, here's the PR. Like, let's fucking go. Where's your guy?" And they're like, "Nothing." Like I
Nothing.
haven't I
Yeah.
haven't seen anyone come through yet. So, um, but yeah, I don't know. I found a Facebook group like hip hop shit, and
Oh yeah, I'm sure Facebook actually find
well,
like a
well,
hip
if
hop
anyone
group.
does anyone even use fucking Facebook anymore? I don't know. I feel like
I see. I feel like Facebook's more. It's just more of like I have two kids. This is like what's been going on with my life. Like mostly a mom's thing. I feel like.
God, I know. The boomers really took over Facebook. Some people fled to Instagram, but that seems like it's dying now too. I don't
Uh,
know.
may, maybe on the edge of going to die out, but like I don't know. I don't think so. The biggest social media app like right now I'd say is like probably Twitter and Snapchat. Those are like the biggest two. Then like Instagram's just like third place, just
Yeah, I
trying to
love
keep up.
I love Twitter because my parents aren't on there.
Yeah, right.
Um, um, but yeah, I can only use that joke a few more times before it gets stale on these podcasts. Um, yeah, I don't know. And then there's that TikTok. Have you seen that?
TikTok, I'm like on the edge of TikTok. Like I like it and I don't like it at the same time. It's there's some very good TikToks I've seen lately, but I don't know. I'm still on the fence whether or not I should actually download it or not.
Yeah, I mean, I was super anti like don't download TikTok because it's the Chinese government just trying to steal our personas to like I don't know whatever they're gonna do with that. But then I saw a few TikToks, had to take a look and see what's going on, and it's just I don't know everything on there. It's just embarrassing. I don't know. It's weird. It's
Yeah, no,
weird.
it's just mostly like kids that are like seventh and eighth grade. I feel like that use TikTok.
Yeah, it's like yeah. I don't know. I definitely think that's about to explode and be the next
Fine.
Instagram.
Yeah.
I feel like, but I don't know. I feel like everyone's gonna be on TikTok in like the next couple of years. But who knows? You heard it here first. If that's the case. Um, all right. So yeah, I'm pumped with the hip hop tournament. I'm thinking maybe there's some hip hop podcasts out there. I'll try to PR, like get on the show if they'll have me. Just try to promote it, talk some shit, whatever. Riff,
Do what you got to do.
create that content.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh,
Everything's content.
it's fucking content. Yeah, I feel like brands now are like almost the new social media. Like it's like bigger than just like, but we'll see. I don't know. Trailing off here. Um, but and then too, I feel like there's more you could do. There's the EDM world that I've enjoyed from
I mean,
time to
EDM's
time.
really taken off like for the past, I want to say like 5 years. Like it's
Yeah,
really,
yeah.
really taken off. I'm not too big of an EDM guy myself, but I respect the music out of it. And like I've like seen people like make like their own spin-offs of it, and it's like it's actually hard to do. Like it's like kind of hard
Okay.
to understand, and like props to the people that like actually understand. And you're just making headbangers and shit like that. Like
Yeah.
I think it's very cool. I'm not into it, but I do think it's very cool.
Why aren't you into it?
I don't know. I'm more into like a regular like music guy because I'm like a big classic rock guy. I
Yeah.
appreciate that kind of music better. I can't just
Okay.
sit. I can't sit on my own and just listen to EDM. I can listen to it at a party. I can't sit on my
Okay.
own and like listen to EDM.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I've embraced the EDM. Like it's not what I listen to every fucking day. I don't live or die by it, but it's got its time and place, and I
Yeah.
think it's a good time. Um, there's some good shit out there, but back to the point. You could do DJs. Uh, you know, another contest like that. I feel like you
Yeah.
could do virtual contests like that. Stand up comedy, another one. People trying to make it.
Stand up comedy, I think, would be big.
Yeah,
And like we
yeah,
can do that virtually, like it's just sending videos, shit like
right,
that.
right. Just send in video. Well, even live like this.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
just get
true, yeah.
two people head to head. Um, fucking spit your fire. Let's have a good time. That's what the Goonery's about.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Um, yeah, it's just people that are trying to avoid that cube life or avoid,
This is
you
your
know,
chance.
yeah, yeah. We want to find those people that are, you know, trying to make it and haven't made it yet, obviously. um, other than that, so all right, what did you have in mind outside of the hip hop tournament? What want to hear your
I
thoughts?
mean, content wise, I don't know. I've had like some like ideas where I want to start going around Chicago and start. One thing you haven't known about me, I used to work at a hot dog stand back in
Okay,
high school. You
okay.
ever heard of Fat Johnny's?
No, where's Fat Johnny's?
It's on 72nd and Western. Probably one of the best hot dogs like you'll ever eat.
The South Side.
Yeah, on the south side.
Okay.
Arguably one of the
I'm
best
more of a
hot.
North Side guy.
You're a north side guy.
Yeah. A lot of South Siders on the Goonery, I've noticed.
Yeah, I've worked there for like I don't know, like 4 years or so.
Okay.
I'm still in and out of there. I'll sometimes work a shift or not if I need some extra cash. And but they got probably the best hot dogs ever eaten. They were ranked number one in the nation. Like long, it was maybe
Over
10 years
Superdog,
ago. Yeah, Super Dog, Mighty Dog, all that shit. But because of that,
Portillo's.
yeah, I want to go around Chicago and start reviewing hot dogs.
Dude. All right. All right. All right. Hear me out. You know the Barstool Pizza review?
Yeah, that's the only problem. That's like
Well,
copied
why
from that.
is that a problem? Why is
I
that a
don't know.
problem?
I don't know.
People
I
people
wouldn't even make them.
love a good
Yeah,
satire, and
they
any
do.
publicity is good publicity. I don't hate it. It's not pizza. It's Chicago specific. Um, the only other thing I thought of is drunk college food or like late night eats type of shit,
Yeah.
but or hot wings or burgers. But I think hot dogs seems to be I think that's right up there with like do a fucking hot dog review. Fuck it. It's not out there.
It's not,
It's
no.
content. It's funny. It's easy to do. You probably get free hot dogs pretty quickly.
Yeah, no. Start passing along to like the guys that own these shops and be like, hey, like we're reviewing your dogs, like wanted
Uh,
want to hook it up, and help you out, get you guys
yeah.
out there.
And honestly, speaking of Barstool, uh, right now I feel like we're kind of like an AHL to like if Barstool was like the NHL, we'd be like AHL type of shit. Like,
Yeah. We're like
uh,
we're a minor league,
yeah, well, yeah, minor, kind of in that fringe, like, if someone goes on to Barstool, like, fuck yeah, that's great for us, type of shit. I'm happy for you. Um, they're East Coast, we're West Coast, a little Midwest type of ordeal. Um, you know, Goonery, little more immature,
Yeah.
younger crowd. Um, so yeah, I wouldn't let that stop you. If you wanted to do a food blog, it's been on my list of shit that I think would be awesome to do. And hot dogs, believe it or not, was uh, you know the number one food of choice that I've found through a little side research that might be interesting.
I mean, I feel like it's number one food of choice for like a lot of college kids. You're
Yeah,
in your
yeah,
house, you don't have a lot
yeah,
to work with. You 90% of the time, they definitely got hot dogs in your house at college. Like
yeah, yeah. It's
either like
very
that or frozen pizza. That's like one of the two.
right. Frozen pizza. Um, I 100% think we should satire and just be transparent about it. That segment, like, let's just do a fucking food review. Who cares? Like, if you want to hate on it, go fuck yourself. Like, we're not here to like. We're just here to make some content, have a good time, hang out. Okay.
Yeah,
Got a
absolutely.
barky dog here. Excuse me. Anyone wants to fucking see?
Oh, it's a cutie.
Yeah, a little cutie. Um, Not mine. Okay. Well, we'll talk offline a little bit more about that. I fully support it. Um, because yeah, they're just doing pizza. We're not doing pizza. Um, what else we got? What makes that hot dog so good? Sorry, I'm like fucking hungry. I still have more hot dog shit to riff about.
Well, Fat Johnny's Sweets. They're one of these. I don't want to say one of the only, but like they're one of few like I've seen on Southside that uses Red Hot's hot dogs. Different, like a bit different from Vienna beef. And then
Whoa,
like in our
there's a better hot dog than Vienna beef?
yeah, Red Hots, and then Nathan's as well. Actually, Nathan's is one of my favorite hot dogs.
What?
I
Whoa,
think Nathan's are better than Vienna beef.
whoa.
That's what they use in the hot dog eating contest or Nathan's.
Right.
Yeah.
Whoa. That kind of blows my mind.
Don't get. I love a good Vienna beef. Don't get me wrong, but I think Red Hots they take
Red
first
Hots.
place.
Okay. What about Hebrew National?
I used to be in Hebrew National when I was younger. They're not bad. I haven't had one in a long time. They're not bad though. I'd have to like have one again to give like give a good opinion on it.
Are you a member of the tribe?
Tribe?
Yeah. No, you're not. If you don't know the
No.
answer to that, you're not.
No.
Okay. You No worries. Um okay. I used to work for the Rockford Ice Hogs, the AHL team,
Yeah.
affiliate of the Blackhawks still throughout all these years. That's kind of cool. Uh, I used to fucking drive to Chicago to like straight to the Vienna beef fucking factory right there on Irvin Park Road or whatever and
Mm-hmm.
pick up like just a fucking case, not a case, like a fucking crate, dude, just on a pallet full of hot dogs. Okay. You're a big Italian beef guy, I think, right?
Yeah, I'm a big
Yeah,
Italian beef guy.
yeah. That's another one. That's
Yeah,
another
no,
one.
I mean, well, you got the Barstool Chicago guys kind of running that. I mean,
Is it? Are they doing an Italian beef one?
yeah, I mean, I know Carl will. He'll always rate beefs on Twitter. Like people send him. I've done
Okay,
it before. I've sent
whatever.
a picture of my
Beef
beef.
is yeah, it's so Chicago. Like whatever.
Yeah,
I'm not worried about that. Um, fucking delicious though. Who do you think has the best beef?
it's like hard to say. I've always gone to the same place when this restaurant in my hometown called Pappy's, Southside.
Fuck,
People from like
dude.
Evergreen Park like fuck with Pappy's. Like it's a good restaurant. Not like I wouldn't go over the top. It's really good, but it's a good restaurant. I fuck with their beefs a lot. Pretty good. Maxwell Street has a good beef. You
Okay.
whichever Maxwell Street you go
Better
into
than
Chicago.
better than Tillo's?
Pillows is
That's
it's a
been the
definitely
best
a top.
beef I've fucking
It
had. I've
it's
had
definitely
Mr.
a top
Beef.
three. It's a top three. I'd say it'd be like my number two.
Okay.
My number one might be Pappy's right now. I've been fucking
Really?
with that a lot. Yeah, Portillo's is a
Um
number two. Then like Buona Beef also has like good beef as
okay.
well.
Okay. Yeah, I fucking miss that shit out here in Seattle. And speaking of hot dogs, dude, Seattle, have you ever heard of a Seattle dog?
No, what's on it?
Fucking hey, cream cheese, bro.
Cream cheese.
Cream fucking cheese. It's more like a Polish sausage almost, but I'm
Ugh.
telling you, these different cities they have different fucking hot dogs. It's you know that's a whole thing in itself. You know, there's Chicago dogs. You know, you get fucking going on that. Then you get then you go to a Seattle and you have to review Seattle dogs, dude. People fucking freak out over them. This is street food, dude. There's just carts on every fucking corner. Seattle dogs. You fucking get it. Uh they put cream cheese on it and then they give you like a bunch, it's like a fucking condiment table, like mustards, hot mustards, sweet mustards, fucking relishes, pickle, like that kind of shit. Mine is jardiniere. um it's wild. It blew me away. It's a thing.
Is it good or have
Yeah,
you
it's
had
okay.
one
It's
or
okay.
it's okay?
I mean you know, cream cheese and processed meat, like that is good. Let's be real. But you know, is it as good as a Chicago dog? I'm a little biased, so I can't say so.
Yeah, exactly. Like I want to start trying other cities' hot dogs. Like
Right,
I've always wanted
right.
to try New York hot dog.
New, what's a New York hot dog?
It's like sauerkraut, mustard. Let me check really quick.
Yeah,
Uh,
no worries. This is very informal.
oh no, it's not on this. It's like sauerkraut, mustard, and I think onion.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, all right, I'll back you. I'll back you. What's stopping you? What's stopping you?
What stopped me from trying that?
No, no. What's stopping you
I don't have
from
a I don't have a flight
starting?
to New York.
No, no. Well, we can work on that later. But what's stopping you from doing the Chicago ones? Did we lose the internet?
Chicago one, kind of
Time?
time wise. Yeah, I don't know. You have a lot of time to do it. So I'm always working, so it's
Shit. How much are you working?
like a few days a week, and then
Oh,
like going out on the weekend usually kills me too.
all right. Damn. Well, we'll
But no,
talk off.
definitely something I want to make
Yeah,
time for and like do. You know?
yeah. You just need someone to like videotape you walking out of a fucking hot dog joint with a Chicago dog, right? And then just take a bite and rate it. And
Yeah.
okay, we'll make that happen. We'll talk offline. Um, fuck. I think yeah, that's all I have to say about hot dogs. We're probably boring the shit out of our audience right now if anyone's listening to this. But all right, what else? Did you have anything else in mind?
Uh, I noticed you guys. I know Innkeeper writes like a lot about the socks and whatnot. I was
Yeah.
actually thinking about writing for the Cubs. You guys don't really have like a Cubs
Ooh.
writer. I'm a South Sider, but I'm a huge Cubs fan.
Let's fucking go, dude. I'll riff
Yeah,
Cubs right now. Fuck, they fucked up. But like they won the World Series, so I don't give a shit.
I
Like
mean,
whatever.
yeah, I don't know. I'm one of those diehards that's still like aching for more. Like I just need like I'm gonna be there like 162 games. Like I'm riding them out. Like every
Okay.
game means a W to me. You know that's just how diehards are.
Well,
I
all
think
right.
this year.
Just to prove my diehardness, I moved to Seattle. Uh, it was 2015, 16, whatever. They went to the World Series. Uh, the second they won that fucking game 6 against Cleveland, I booked a fucking ticket to Chicago for 24 hours, round trip, so I could go meet up with my boys, watch fucking game 7. They won, fucking raged in the city, stayed up all night, went to O'Hare a couple hours later, went back, went to work the next day. Fucking
Not bad.
epic,
Yeah.
dude. Fucking epic.
Yeah.
Um,
No, I think Cubs gonna be good. I can't say I like. I'm like obviously I'm gonna say they'll make the playoffs, but reality is like I feel like they're just gonna miss it like they did last year. Just and with David Ross coming in,
I fucking love that signing.
I love David Ross. Like I think he'll do a good job. Like he signed what a 3-year contract, I believe it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think this first year it's going to be a bit shaky on the road for him, but like next year, I think definitely like Cubs will be a hell of a lot better than what they are now.
I don't know. I feel like next year is going to be really depressing for Cubs fans. This year, I feel like is the last year to do something, and I don't see him doing anything in the off
That
season.
is true.
So
Yeah, no, I mean, last year and the year before were the years that we had like
yeah,
the best chances. I think our pitching is going to be a bit better. I think John Lester is going to be a hell of a lot better than what he was last year now that David Ross is back. Because, I mean, David Ross was like John's number one catcher. I
right,
mean,
right.
so, I mean, I think David being there now is like, I think John's going to be a lot better. Then, what's his name? Kyle Hendricks. I think he's going to have another good year as well.
I love Kyle Hendricks, but
Yeah, he's a classic dude. Like he goes in there, does his best. You know, it's all you can ask from him.
who's this fucking rotation? We got Quintana still.
Yeah, we still got Quintana,
Do we have that fucking
and then
strikeout?
Cole Hamels, I believe.
Do we still have Cole Hamels? I thought that was a 1-year deal. Did we re-up that? God, they traded so much pitching prospects to fucking White
Oh no,
Sox,
Cole
dude.
Hamels is with the Braves.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we don't have Cole Hamels.
We have an ace like you, Darvish.
You Darvish, we still have you Darvish. Yeah,
Oh
that's what I
God.
was forgetting.
But he
I
kind of
mean
picked it
that's
up
at least a
towards the
four.
end, right?
What was that?
He kind of picked it up towards the end, right?
Yeah. Oh, he had a rough start. He picked it up a lot. Like I'd say a bit after the All-Star game.
Ugh, Chris Bryant is like 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
Well, he's actually going to be our number one hitter now. That was just announced today.
Leadoff?
Yeah, leadoff hitter.
What? Chris Bryant?
Yeah, David Ross made the decision.
What the fuck? Okay. Okay.
I
I like him in the 2 or 3 spot. I don't know about the
I
1
prefer him
spot.
better in like the three spot.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see how this like I'll let it play out like for like a
Okay.
series or two. Be like, but like if
I
it's
just
not,
feel like 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 Mookie Betts, dude. Like they're gonna let the Dodgers get Mookie Betts, like shit like that, dude.
yeah,
Or
the off season wise, I'm upset with like the way the off season was handled. I wish we were able to like sign some bigger
and
names. I mean,
and they fucking invested so much, and then you miss out on a guy like Christian Yelich. Fuck, dude. Um, I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. But I'm diehard Cubs. You know, I'll tolerate the White Sox just because it's Chicago. But
I respect White because
yeah,
I've been to more White Sox games than Cubs games.
I'm
So I mean,
happy for them, like
yeah,
what they have going on.
I'm
Yeah.
always down to go to. If someone said you want to go to US Cellular tonight or Guaranteed Rate Field tonight, I'd be like, fuck it, yeah, I'll
Well,
go. Like,
I'm gonna Goonery. We gotta have a little annual birthday party or some dumb shit like that. I think we'll probably go to a White Sox game coming up if you're down. If you can make it to Chicago, where are you living at now?
I live on the south side in Evergreen
Yeah.
Park,
Okay. Yeah.
suburbs.
You'd be down, right? We'll
Yeah,
get the innkeeper. Try to get Pat
yeah, he'd
Kane
be
out.
down.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
go to a little White Sox game. Uh, we'll hang out, have a good time, maybe find make a little content on the side.
yeah, yeah. Bring a
Yeah,
camera with us. Just
yeah. Look out for that this summer. I'll try to coordinate that with you guys offline. Just buy some tickets. We'll go to a game. I'd love to go to Cubs, but I don't know. I feel like the
I don't
White
know.
Sox are a
Tickets are
little.
like
Yeah,
expensive.
they're pretty expensive. The White Sox are a little
And like
cheaper.
getting to Wrigley is also kind of more complicated from the south
Yeah,
side. And you're just like, ah, shit.
yeah. I think we'll. The Mariners, they get out there fucking early April. Might have to do that. Just we'll see. That fucking team is so shitty, dude. Oh my
Man.
god. Anyway, baseball. I don't want to bore our audience with any more baseball talk. Um. All right. What else? Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
feel free. Like, have you signed up with like Wix and shit?
yeah. I saw that. I just put up my profile picture and my name
Yeah.
on
Just
it.
put a name, put
Yeah.
a picture. Um,
I'm hoping to have a blog done, like at least one blog done, like next week. Like just start getting used to writing and whatnot.
yeah,
Trying to put some stuff out.
I mean, yeah, you can blog, you can vlog. Um, Wix is, everyone out there, Squarespace or fucking WordPress. Wix has been bomb, dude. Like, they're not advertising. Like, we have no sponsors.
I see like very little advertisement for Wix. I have heard
Yeah,
it's
but
like
it's
good.
so fucking user friendly. My God, I've never been more impressed with a service software, whatever you want to fucking call it, uh, than Wix, dude. It's so fucking. Everyone's just signed up, fucking gotten right to work, like no questions asked. Like it's just super user friendly. So hopefully you're listening, Wix. We're starving over here,
Shout out Wix.
all right. um. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, obviously, we're gonna fuck around with some sports. You being in the music a little bit.
Yeah, I'm a big music guy.
Yeah, what's going on with that? I'm definitely down to, obviously, with the hip hop.
Yeah, my big thing usually is I check out a lot of like bands that are on South Side of Chicago.
Hmm.
And I kind of like try and figure out where they're playing at. Some bars close to my house, and I'll usually like check them out. And most of the guys I met through it too, like super cool, super nice people I met through this through some of these bands. One bar I usually go to is Heart Saloon on the south side. It's a big music bar.
Yeah.
And they always, like every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, they always have different bands playing. I saw like a Grateful Dead cover band called Caution like a couple weeks ago when I was there. And like I had the absolute time of my life just watching like five like random dudes in their like 50s just playing Grateful Dead tunes. I'm like, oh wow, these guys are sick. And like the people that it brought in too, like
Okay.
so many people are there for it. It was like, wow, it's pretty cool.
Okay. I never got into Grateful Dead, but have you ever seen the string cheese incident?
String cheese, now.
Oh, bruh. That was a good time. That was one of the. You should check them out. I
All
saw him
right.
at what do you fucking call it? Electric Forest.
Oh, okay.
they're a little on the EDM side, but they're kind of more jam bandy. But it
Mm.
was one of the fucking wildest shows I've ever seen. I mean, obviously, a little side effect of um, the atmosphere, but fuck, dude. If
Oh
you're
yeah, I'm
talking
sure it was
Grateful
probably.
Dead
Yeah.
and you're into like, yeah, that was fucking crazy.
Yeah, like I've seen Dead and Company too at Wrigley Field a couple years ago with like
Okay.
John Mayer, Bob Weir, and like Mickey Hartfield, Kreutzmann. Like absolutely like fun time, and like again, like the people that are there just like makes the atmosphere just so much like better. It's like
Yeah.
saying like it's all the time one of my favorite bands. Like any type of Grateful Dead band, I'm gonna love them. Just like the atmosphere they put out is like wow.
What sorry, I got a little distracted by that Woodstock poster in your room. Is that a Barstool Sports jacket? What the fuck?
Yeah, that
Okay, what do
is.
we got going on in here? What the
Yeah, no, I got a lot of shit hanging up in my room, man.
Is
I got a Woodstock poster, like a Wrigley
that
Field
OG
sign.
or the new
What?
Woodstock that happened in New York last
Oh no,
year?
that's OG. That's from. I
Okay.
bought that at Western's campus a couple years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, I got like a Brian Urlacher poster, Michael Jordan, Duncan poster,
Yeah.
all kinds of shit in here.
Right on, right on. I just did the green screen, so I'm gonna
Yeah,
roll with that
now,
for a while.
yeah, keep it simple.
Yeah. Yeah. Um all right. Well, what happened to rock?
What happened to rock? I don't know. It's changed a lot since the '60s. I mean,
Where did it
you,
go?
you know it goes in it comes in and out of time. I feel like the '90s was like kind of like the last like remnant, like just
Like
like the very
grunge?
yeah like grunge. I feel like that was just like the very like almost very last bit. Then maybe around like 2010. Like I don't want to skip the entire 2000, but I feel like 2000 wasn't
I
there
feel
as
like it
much.
died with Nickelback in the 2000s.
Yeah, and then I'd say like 2010, I feel like rock picked up like a lot more.
Yeah. Well, it's the number one trending. Well, I guess more heavy metal is like fucking trending, but that's like probably overseas and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I was in, obviously, I got the Cabo shirt on recently down in Mexico. Had to go to Sammy Hagar's Cabo Wabo, just check it out. And I was like, fuck, all these bangers going on like left and right. That's what made me think of that question. All right. Um, let's see. Gotta wrap things up here. Still got a little more time. Um, I don't know. What else do you like to talk about?
Uh Big Bears guy,
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah, you're repping the Chicago Bears shirt. It
Yeah,
looks a
nah.
little
Was disappointed this year, not gonna lie. But I'm like every Bears fan, I will have high hopes going into this next season. I think they'll probably be better because they will have an easier schedule than they did last season.
yeah.
And then on top of that, there was an announcement today. The NFL playoffs might get an expansion.
Saw that.
Don't know how I feel about it. I'm still trying to process it.
17 games. That's an odd
17
number.
games,
That's an
and then
odd number.
yeah, and then
It's
on
kind of
top of that,
weird. I don't know any other
like two
sport to have
extra
an.
wild card games it was or something like that. It's like
Well, yeah, the second place team is no longer a first round bye, and you add an extra team to the wild card, making it 7 teams from each conference, 14 teams total. Do we need that? I mean,
I
sure, if my team is a fringe team, I'm
yeah,
gonna be a
yeah,
fan, but
if it works out for my team, yes, I'm all for it. But
the
like,
6 seeds this year were fucking subpar 10-win teams, and
yeah,
I
exactly. Like some of the 10-win teams that came out this year, you're just like, shit. Like, do we really like? What would Dallas have like if like Dallas made that decision? Like, would that have like at all like made an effect on anything. Like
Oh
it would have just been an extra game for the opposing team. Like
yeah, yeah. It's it's tough. I don't know what the mindset is behind it. Obviously, well, I do. It's money, but um, the only year that I can think that that would be relevant was the year that that goddamn Patriots 11-5 team missed with Matt Castle or whatever the fuck. Um, it's the only year I could see that making a difference, like adding an extra team, and that's like a one-off weird situation.
yeah,
Because
I mean
I mean, every year as it is, the sixth seed is barely 10 wins. I guess there might be a couple of seasons out there where there's some 10-win teams that miss the playoffs, but
yeah, exactly. I mean where it might look good. I mean I'm all for more football. Like I everyone wants to see more football. Like
I know.
that's like the one pro I see of this. Like yes, I want to watch more football, but how like effective will this be? Like will this really like work
So
out?
it basically makes game two of the wild or of the preseason like the game three, and it makes game three the game four. You're always gonna have a game four in the preseason. So I don't know. And then you get paid. That was another big thing, like getting paid for winning the bye week. But then with this new format, you would have one less team in the bye week anyway. So okay, like I don't know. It's a little weird, but
I mean it's definitely like give it more time. I feel like it will definitely
and then what does it do
like
for
by
the
the summer or whatever.
stats?
Yeah, like once they have it all figured out, I think like we're gonna look at it and be like, okay, this makes a lot more sense. But right now, it's just I don't know. It's just hard to
Ugh,
wrap your head
it's
around it.
tough. It's tough because it fucks with the stats.
Yeah,
That's one extra game. It's one extra game to get more stats. It's one extra game to get hurt. I don't
and
know.
that too, you know, like an extra game for like an injury to happen that completely
Maybe
fucks
it's
the
one
team.
extra game to prolong an injury healment. I
Yeah, yeah, you know.
if the injury healment, sorry, the alcohol did kick in by now. Um okay. Okay. I saw that. I saw it. I tweeted. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Nothing I can do about it. Well, that's cool. Yeah, yeah. I'm big Bears guy. Obviously, little love for Seattle now that I've been out here for 4 years or so.
Seattle had a good run this year. I'll give it to
Yeah,
them. You
heard
know.
Greg Olson went to Seattle.
Yeah, yeah. I think he
What
signed a
the
1 year deal or something.
fuck?
Yeah,
Yeah, they're so weak on tight end. It makes sense.
yeah. No,
Um,
he'd be a good fit. Russell Wilson will use Greg Olson very
yeah,
well.
yeah, or Will Disley if he can stay healthy. Um, what else? You any outside the box stuff? You big music guy, big sports,
Sports,
big hot
yeah,
dog guy.
yeah. Big hot dog. Chicago, anything Chicago.
Yeah,
I'm
you
your
diehard.
typical Chicago guy. Yeah.
What's the
Uh,
most diehard Chicago thing you got going for you?
I don't. I really couldn't tell you.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Wow.
I guess biggest Chicago thing is like I really wish that the Cubs were on WGN. That's literally my
Are they
that's my
not?
biggest no Marquee Sports.
What?
Yeah, you're not here, but Marquee Sports cut a deal with the Cubs. They're going to be like the Cubs' own network or whatever, and you can only watch them. Kind of like how the Dodgers are, how they have their own
Yeah.
network. Yeah, that's basically what Marquee
When did
Sports
this
is.
happen?
They signed that deal like 2 years ago, and it goes into
Um,
effect like I
little
think on
out
the
of
22nd actually. But
little
they
out of the loop, being so
yeah,
far
it goes
removed.
fully into effect in like 3 days from now.
Okay.
So we're gonna have to find like figure out how to watch them. If I don't think my cable company provides a Marquee Sports Network yet, so we have to find a way to watch some Cubs games.
Fuck. Yeah, fucking TV, man. All us millennials, Gen Z, whatever, cutting the cord.
All
Um,
the streaming services, whatnot.
streaming's dope, dude. I am on
I like
board with
streaming.
streaming.
Like I'm a typical cable box guy. I like flipping through channels, seeing what's on. But I mean, don't get me wrong. I like
Sure.
a good Netflix show or a good movie on Netflix or like whatever
Yeah.
Hulu's got. I mean,
What's your setup? What do you got TV wise?
TV wise, like I just got like a basic cable package with like Xfinity. And then like
Oh
I just have
wow.
Netflix. Yeah, then I just have like Netflix or whatever
Okay.
on my TV. So
Okay.
I just range from like both of those.
Okay. Yeah. I fucked around with YouTube TV for a while. I liked it, but then they raised the price to like $50 a month or some shit. Expensive.
I've
Um
heard like mixed reviews about YouTube TV. Is like, would you recommend it?
I would for $40 a month, but not 50. So it's kind of a weird
Yeah.
price
Oh
point.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's
Um
expensive for.
yeah, 50 is a lot. 50 is a lot to ask. Um I'm a basic cable guy, dude. I fucking plug that antenna in that I buy for $20 on Amazon, and I get all the Fox, ABC, NBC,
Yeah, all
CBS.
the main networks, just
Yeah, yeah. So I don't
things that the
need.
ones that you need. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need a fucking cable subscription, and then yeah, a little Hulu. I'll pay a little bit more to avoid the fucking commercials on the. God damn, that was terrible. Um, a little Hulu action to watch the cable or whatever network shit. Um, that seems to be pretty legit, low
Yeah.
cost, get you high variety. That's been my move.
Yeah, I know.
Our generations, man. Are you millennial or Gen Z? How does that work? I don't know where the cutoff is.
I don't know. I was born in '99, so
Yeah,
I don't know what the cutoff is either.
yeah. I feel like you're right.
I think I'm Gen Z.
Okay,
I
okay.
think. Don't quote me on that.
You might be like an older Gen Z. Like I'm kind of like an older
Yeah.
millennial. Yeah,
I feel like I think they overlap. Like I think I've seen like
yeah. Well, I have a lot of Gen X in me, so like I
yeah.
can't. Yeah, like yeah, whatever. It's all stupid anyway. I'm not trying to go down that path. I'm just curious, because
Yeah.
with technology, I mean, that's been the biggest fucking definer of like these generations anyway. Like,
Yeah, exactly. I mean like kids in fucking fifth grade or whatever with phones and whatnot. It's just like it's
yeah,
crazy
dude.
to me, like sometimes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, internet was like a thing when I was like 5 or 6. Like, or like the computer was like, whoa, check this out.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Or like you used to only have one computer in your house growing up and like now it's
yeah,
like everyone's got like laptops and whatnot. You're like, oh shit.
yeah, dude. I remember like having to jerk off to like when my parents were gone. But like, if I had a smartphone, like I wouldn't, you know, I could just do it in the room. Wouldn't have to like
Yeah.
go to the family
Like go to the family
computer.
room or like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Have a little more privacy. But
exactly, yeah.
anyway, um, okay. So you're a music guy, sports guy, hot dog guy. Anything else?
No, I mean right now, no, I think that's it for me. Just
Okay.
what I see myself as. Might be more to come. I don't know, whatever opportunities I see, you know. Who knows?
Who knows? Yeah, I want to get some physics people on here. I want to talk a little theory and all that shit, but I don't, I never studied that shit or anything. I just like to listen to
Yeah, I didn't
that.
either. Yeah.
I want to know what dark matter is just as much as the next person that is into that shit. But um, so we'll see. Fuck, there was one more thing. Uh, hmm, I don't know. Yeah, drawing a blank. But yeah, we'll wrap it up here. You got any closing words, closing thoughts?
I'm happy to be a part of the Goonery. I think it's gonna be like a fun little. I think it's gonna be a fun thing to do, and I'm very excited to see where this could take me. And yeah, and I'm just excited. I'm excited for what's next now. You know,
Just curious, where do you think it could take you?
I don't know, like you said, maybe go to Barstool. I don't know. You know,
Okay,
maybe
maybe go to Barca. Okay,
maybe more Twitter followers. I don't know.
maybe
You
more
know,
Twitter
like
followers. Okay,
something. You know,
okay,
meet new
right on.
people. Who knows? You know.
Yeah, yeah, kind of break away from the status quo a little bit. Yeah. Fuck, I had something on the top of my mind, but I cannot remember. All right, well, fuck it. Obviously not that important. Um, yeah, we'll have to do a little celebration, a little annual get together, some dumb shit
Yeah, a
like
Sox
that.
game or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, probably go to a Sox game. We'll talk offline. Uh, but yeah, man, yeah, good talking to you. Welcome aboard. Oh, okay, okay, I remember it now. Thank God. I always fucking do. I hate that shit. Uh, music playing. You're into that, right?
Yeah,
You listen. You a podcast guy?
I listen to podcasts.
What are
Yeah,
your like? What's your Mount Rushmore of podcasts, or your
I
fucking
mean
top three or five?
they're mostly like all Barstool podcasts I listen to, but
That's fine.
I like
You know.
I like good Joe Rogan podcast though. Then I typically listen to Part of My Take, Redline Radio, Dog Walk, and then occasionally KFC Radio. Those are
What's
like the
Redline Radio?
that's like the Chicago Barstool
Oh, okay.
podcast. Yeah.
Okay. I'm big, pardon my take guy. I'm big Joe Rogan. Although less Joe Rogan lately. He's like kind of had weak guests on, I feel
And
like.
I
But
don't usually watch full Joe Rogan clips and or video podcasts unless like whoever he has on, depending. But I usually just listen to like whatever clips that he cuts out and whatever and posts that.
okay. Yeah, I know
Yeah,
what you're talking about. Um yeah, I like Joe Rogan, but like I found the like only like Joe Rogan when there's like guests on that I like kind of are into more than. And then I was like, wow, I found myself like listening to these guest podcasts from Joe Rogan. So that's kind of where I branch out to, but it's not a lot. Gotta pop the not pop. Fuck. Savage Sack Tap. We my boy Mike Montone from if you're into like real indie shit, like unheard of but like good fucking content.
mm-hmm.
I recommend giving that a listen. Kind
All
of here
right.
to curate a little bit. Um, I mean that's a fucking bomb show that no one knows. Um, Kind of Bill Burr-esque, just one man telling it how he sees it. You
Yeah,
kind of agree with it. It's hard not to, no matter who you are. Um, that's a good one. But yeah, other than that, I don't really see too much coming from this podcast. It's just more, let's just have some fun. Let's talk.
yeah. Talk, make some conversations.
Yeah. We're just hanging
See
out,
what's
having
good. See what's
yeah,
good. Yeah,
we're just having a good time. If I can talk to some people like outside of my friend zone, like I'll definitely get on that. Um, did I even mention that fucking thing that I've been like, oh, I've lost my train of thought on?
yeah.
Um, Fuck. Okay. I think I went on a tangent and forgot it again. But anyway, yeah, real solid podcast here. Real solid for the listeners. Um, yeah. Let's just TB offline. Let's work on getting some content. I feel like we got a solid brand name. Can we're here to just grow some characters.
Yeah,
Um, here to dabble. Here to grow some characters. Really, I feel like that's what it boils down to. It's like like KFC radio, like people like that, people like Pardon My Take for fucking Big Cat and PFT, people, it's the
Yeah.
internet is still young, we want to find some people we like. So yeah, just trying to do that, trying to throw out some more content that might
Yeah, people would
be
like to see,
interesting.
like, yeah,
Yeah, they either might like it, might not like it. You never know. Um, Freedom of speech, that's like another thing too. Like in the background, like I don't know, the world seems a little weird right now with like what you can and can't say, and like I don't want.
no
I'm
one wants to get offended, it's like,
yeah, I'm pretty big on like we've got some, we're very polarized. I don't know if we're gonna go down the political route, but it seems to be very. Oh, okay, I do remember what I was gonna fucking say, but um, yeah, a little freedom of speech. Like I don't want that to be lost in the shuffle of all this nonsense, like that sort of thing. Like even YouTube, all these social media sites, like they kind of crack down on what's allowable, what's not. I don't want to do it in a way that turns people off, but I don't want to do it in a way that like doesn't include like every opinion type of shit, just to keep
yeah.
it as real as fuck, if you understand what I'm saying there. Um so I like the Eric Weinstein podcast from Joe Rogan. I don't know if you ever listen to him on JRE, but have you? Probably not, because
I don't
you
think I have. I want to say I have,
really
but
okay.
I
Well,
feel
he's
like
like
I
uh
feel like I clicked on it. I not
okay,
sure.
interesting. I feel like he's got a lot of great shit to say, and he is probably pretty unknown, like from a bigger perspective. He's like really smart, but he's grew up with some learning disabilities, whatever. Similar story here. Um, just kind of mad at the system, like kind of punk rocky in a way, but nerdy. He talks about a lot of good shit, like music, for one example. Like his podcast is The Portal or whatever, and he like it just shows like, oh, you can play the guitar with like a coffee cup like in your hand type of shit, and like this is why like it works like it does type of shit. I think that's interesting. Transcendental math type of shit,
Yeah.
all stuff that I don't mind exploring down the road. um that sort of thing, getting the message out there, like there's more to life than what you know. Cool. Well, I appreciate it. You go by JoJack, right?
Yeah, Joe or JoJack. I go by,
JoJack.
yeah.
All right. Appreciate you coming on. You
Yeah,
want to
no,
plug?
thank you.
You want to plug your social before we go?
Uh yeah, you can follow me at MENKEJOE on Twitter. Follow me there. You see me, JoJack's my profile name. Shoot me a follow.
Right on. Thanks for coming on the show.
Hey, thank you.